How's it going, everyone? I'm Daniel Rodriguez. It's time to review Star Trek Season 1, Episode 1, titled The Man Trap. Now, this episode, I believe, was released in November of 1966. My mom wasn't even born until 1967, February 1967 or 1968. I believe 67. Anyway, so my mom wasn't even born when this came out, man. I did see the original pilot to Star Trek, the one with Captain Pike. Real quick thoughts on that. It was long. It was very long. Enjoyable. The creatures with big brains and everything, and keeping him locked up, and you're the experiment, and hallucination, seeing a girl, and she's like, well, I've been here too, and it was interesting, very interesting. But then that was the pilot, and then it didn't get picked up or something, so they brought William Shatner in, and all that. So we're going to get into this, and spoiler alert, if you have not seen the episode, well, you've had since 1966 to see the episode, so make sure, it's been 50 years of this episode, so make sure you have seen it, or almost 50 years, actually, for the episode, but it's on Netflix. You want to watch Star Trek? It's on Netflix. So anyway, I'm just going to do my quick thoughts on it, man, and I got to tell you, right from the start, it's a beautiful, beautiful episode, because here's the basics of the episode. The USS Enterprise, Captain Kirk, Bones, they're on this planet, and, Bones is looking for his ex-wife or something. Her name is Nancy, and, he sees his beloved wife. She hasn't aged a bit, and it's been like 12 years since he's seen her. Well, Captain Kirk sees a different girl, and she has a little gray hair. And then this other USS Enterprise member, he sees a very different girl with blonde hair. Like, they all see different what they want to see of a woman. And it's very, the girl's like, doing poses, and it says 1966, it's very different, it's kind of like a little weird, it's kind of like, wow, they were very, the women were just there, to do that. So either way, it was still, something there, man. But, it's a different time. It's great to see how, times change, of course, for that. But, different things. Anyway, it's a creature, and it needs salt to survive, so it's a very much thing about, being on this planet. And the first thing I have to say about this is the production design. It is so damn good. And yes, you could tell, they have a backdrop, it's maybe a painting or something, and then you have the foam rocks. It's literally foam. You could see Spock, Leonard Nimoy, when he touched it, it was so foam. You could tell. It's simple. But the thing is, it's so... I love that stuff, man. I appreciate their work. I appreciate the set, the look of it, the guns that they have, of course, and the bridge to Enterprise. Just so many things. We saw a Sulu in this episode, of course, which that was the first time we saw Sulu, and I think in the pilot we only saw Spock. So Bones, I was like, damn, because this is my, first time finally seeing, William Shatner in Star Trek. I'm a little late on that. But, it was so great actually seeing that, man. I mean, I've seen episodes before, but this is I was young. Even a few years ago I saw original episodes, but I was young. And now that I kind of, got the process of it, and I know Star Trek now, I could finally, understand it, and not being a kid oh, what's this, what's that. No, I fucking understand it now. I've seen different language, but it's such great, man. The beams and just everything works so well, man. I really enjoyed it so much. The story's not that bad either. I like the whole story of this salt creature monster that needs to survive and stuff, and this guy's been helping her the whole time, and but the thing is that it's 1966. It does get a little every now and then, of course, with the bad acting sometimes of William Shatner. He's just William Shatner's not bad in the show, don't get me wrong, but he's kind of and the thing is that when the monster shows itself, and it's when it's like that, the thing is, it's kind of Leonard Nimoy, the great Leonard Nimoy. He kind of walks in, and he's like, Bones, shoot it. And Bones is no, it's my wife, something like that. Obviously it's not. You could see, Spock is hitting the Nancy, his wife, and she's see, and he's still no, and what woman could it sounded like steel getting hit, you know what I mean, simple stuff like that, simple, and he's holding on to her, the monster, and it's so much ugh, like falling down on the ground, sort of like slow. It's not. I understand. It was the '60s, you know. It's the way they did it. Back then, it was like, oh my God, whoa! I've never seen this before. You know, that's how it was back then. But you know, it's a little cheesy, you know. But overall, it's still a fun ride. I love the storyline there. They ended up killing it by just. It was weird because they like stunned it, and then it turns back to Nancy, and then it turns back to that old, you know, the old creature. But yeah, I mean, Bones was awesome in there. He was really funny, definitely, for sure. You know, he takes that red pill to go to sleep. I mean, what else can I say? The production design was good. The effects were awesome. Space. The final frontier. On our 5-year exploration. You know, and then just the theme song, just, you know, starring William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy as Mr. Spock. It's just so. It opens up with Spock just kind of being there on the captain's chair, and you know they beam, you know, they're beamed down, Bones and Kirk, and now what the thing is, they don't really introduce Kirk, like they don't introduce like this is our new boy, this is our new leader. They don't really go into that. It's kind of like this is Kirk, this is Bone. Like they never really go into like this is our new captain, this is our new thing, this is our like they're kind of like this is they're already established in a way. That's kind of the only problem I guess I have really, other than it kind of being just a tidbit cheesy, but then again it was the 60s. I didn't write nothing down like I'm going to give this or that. I mean, I'd generally give it probably a 9 or 8 out of a 10, because it is a great way to start off the series. They don't show Chekhov yet. They don't show, they showed Uhura, and oh, that was a thing, man. I love when Uhura, or I say her name wrong, but Uhura, she goes to Mr. Spock, and she's just like, tell me I'm pretty. I don't want to be over there doing communications all day. Like, tell me something. And Mr. Spock is like, well, that's illogical to do that. It's just, it just rambles on, and you're like, oh my God, like, just how they did that was so, and even how they're doing it in the new movies today, it works so damn well, man. I love how she just went up and like, well, tell me something. Tell me, you know, I think she said something about the Vulcans or something, and he's like, oh, that's illogical. Like, he always does the illogical. It was really cool. Oh, another thing was that acting when Uhura, when like the salt creature, the monster is like, Uhura, like is like disguises as a black person, and he's like, and like he's just, and like Sulu and the girl, they kind of just walk, and like Sulu and them, they don't notice, like ever. They're kind of like just like. Like they're just like that the whole time, you know what I mean? Like Sulu's very, you know, oh my, like he's very not like, he should probably pay attention more to what's going on around his surroundings. But I love how the Enterprise actually feels like there's people there, and a lot of people did die in that episode, by the way. I have to say, like Green died, the guy in the beginning died, like, oh, he ate the plant. This is not a Borgeria plant or whatever, you know, Spock's like that, Mr. Spock. And, well, and the red rings and everything, and Bones is like, that was a problem on my fault, Captain. Bones, you need to rest. We're going to figure this out when you wake up, alright? You know, that old 60s sound, like, we're going to get them, yes. Yes. Right, you get some sleep now. Now, I'm going to go over there and go sit on my chair. But, fuck. I'm sorry, but something about Star Trek is so beautiful. I don't know what it is. It's just the exploration, and like you have so much to do. And that's the thing where I always was kind of in love with Star Trek than Star Wars. Mind you, Star Wars, like those characters would kill the Enterprise like that. Like Kirk wouldn't last between the lightsaber. They'd die. They would die. Star Trek would die easily. Star Wars fighting them. But the thing, like, because it's just so beautiful, Star Trek. It's just all about exploration and different cultures and different life. And, you know, as in Star Wars, it's about a kid, Luke Skywalker, and the Force. And, you know, it's a good storyline, don't get me wrong. But Star Trek is just more personal. It's more just intelligent life beings, just the Vulcan. And, I mean, everything about it. So I'm going to end up giving this episode probably about, I'd say an 8 out of a 10, man, for the premiere, for the Man Trap. Very, very, very good episode. Great at times, man. Very fun. And it was just great. If you have the time, and I just spoiled everything for you. If you haven't seen it, Netflix, watch it now. thanks so much. I'll be reviewing all the Star Trek episodes coming very soon. Thank you so much. Every few days I'll be uploading a new review for Star Trek. So until next time, hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below, tell me your favorite parts about the episode or what you guys thought about my review. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, share with your friends, and hit that subscribe button for more. Till next time, you guys have a great day, have a great week, have a great month, have a great year, and enjoy yourself. Make sure to live long and prosper. Till next time, bye-bye.